Gang. This your boy Hyphen Jersey. Y'all tune in to Hyphen Eagles. You already know I'm back at it. Yeah, I'm a little bit later than what I wanted to do from yesterday morning. I wanted to get up on here a little earlier to talk to y'all about a little bit more other stuff, but getting off from work, I had to refresh myself and get situated and all that other good stuff. So it's a little later than when I want. Then I gotta go. I gotta go to sleep and be right back up so I could be grind elsewhere and be at work. But I'm at it. We back at it. And yeah, man, let's get to talk. I always gotta start. You already know I always gotta start for anybody that's new and watching and everything. So they'll know like what where to go to continue to watch and continue to support all that good stuff that me and my bro definitely much appreciate. So yeah, like you coming from different platforms. You could come in, you can follow the YouTube channel. Do not hesitate to follow. Continue to keep up and the discussion. We want to hear your ideas and we want you to hear our ideas and continue support. Continue. Let me know how you feel. Comment down and all that good stuff. If you want to send me a message, you got some things you want to link up, you want to work. If you're doing a podcast talk or Eagles or whatever football team you want me to join in, listen, I like the work. I like the collab. I like the support too. I don't only want people to support me and my bro. We like to support back. So you could just hit me up. You can hit me up from here on Twitter right here. That's my Twitter right there. So you can follow me there. Like my Twitter is kind of a little new, so I don't got all that following. It's just for communication purposes, for if you need to contact and all that. I'm just trying to get everything going on. So yeah, just hit me up when I could support as much you support me. Like that's what it is. But yeah, don't hesitate to join the YouTube channel. We could get the discussion and talk. But I'm not gonna wrap y'all up for too long and get right into the subject and the conversations before I gotta, grind elsewhere. Y'all, yo, man, it's news. I was talking, I was on a podcast. Somebody got on, I think it's the EC1 was talking about Saquon Barkley being on the team, and should we pick him up if you think we was gonna get him? And coincidence, right after I get off on the stream of being on live, like 2 or 3 hours later, I get a call from my fam saying, "Yo, we picked them up." I'm like, "Wow!" Like so is we was talking about it the other day. We was telling me like how would I feel, everything, and like I got mixed feelings on it. I got very very mixed feelings about it. It's because of what I was looking more for us to go out and do. I felt like that was the least thing for us to worry about. You see a lot of people talking about it. Nick Wright was talking about it. Let's see, Keyshawn, you already know Skip Bellis was on this. Like, we got a few analysts that some feel like it was a good move, some feel like they didn't understand the move. Like, I'm in between. Like, I feel like it's still a good move because Saquon Barkley is still a phenomenal running back. I feel like he is. Some people don't. Most people do feel like he is still a top tier running back. And he just wasn't being utilized. He didn't have the pieces to show his potential being on the Giants. Like, the Giants had a lot of cleanup, a lot of stuff that's going on with the team everywhere. Like, you cannot name one position that is solidified besides that running back for Saquon Barkley. Like, quarterback is not solidified, no wide receivers, not the defense, the coach maybe or a little bit more better than the last coach. So like he been the only piece, like, he can't really show what he could do. He also they were speaking about him being, and Dan was speaking about him being not the top, but one of the top person that's running backs that's getting hit behind line of scrimmage. That means before he can even get his footwork going, it's somebody right in his face. So that lets you know the blockers ain't really doing nothing. So him besides I think they said besides Derrick Henry that was getting more hits behind the line of scrimmage, but you already know Big King Derrick just gonna be running people over, like so. But like him being second underneath or being hit, like he can't do, what can he do? So some of them not saying that how well he could run, is that's the reason why. But you see his potential. You see how he run. You saw a lot with a lot of key plays, the highlights he's did. Skip Bayless is talking about he don't see nothing. He was talking to Keyshawn saying that he don't see what he look at with him, seeing him and what highlights he watching. Like, but everybody knows Skip Bayless is gonna be delusional. He's gonna be biased. He's gonna not want to admit because he's kind of nervous because we're not hearing nothing about what the Cowboys is doing. So he's going to speak like that. But we know every 9 out of 10 people know what Saquon Barkley is capable of, and he would. I feel like he would do well for the team. I feel like he would do very well in our offense. But on the same note, like so I said, I got mixed feelings. Did we actually need to pay that money for him? No, if you wanna, jot down a comment if you feel like, oh, we did, or you feel like it was a good move, let me know. If you feel anything different. But to how I feel, it's still okay move. I'm not mad at it, but I'm not like too fond of it either. It's because I don't feel like we needed to go that route. Like I feel like we could have went a cheaper route, save more cap space for more better and needed positions, and kept DeAndre Swift. Went out and paid him a little bit more and kept DeAndre Swift. What wrong? What did they see wrong that he did last season? DeAndre Swift, okay, we understand he's not a Saquon Barkley. We definitely understand that. He's not. He's not a Saquon Barkley. He's not far from it though. But we know Saquon Barkley. He catch the ball probably more better. He run a little bit more aggressive, even though Swift run aggressive too. But Saquon run a little bit more aggressive. He elusive just like Swift. So he do edge Swift. He's a little better. He's more experienced. He's that dude. We already know about Saquon. Right? So the comparison can't so much compare. We know Saquon is a little bit more better, but Swift still a good, phenomenal running back for the team, and we got good rotation. Like if we utilize our running back, he could do the same thing that we are looking for Saquon Barkley to do. Like, what did you see wrong with DeAndre Swift? Like, he was good to me. Like, it just we didn't run the ball. You could have let him stay on the team, built that chemistry. He could have got more chemistry, more reps, and he could have did a way more phenomenal job this season. And with the chemistry with the team, you save more money. And now the money that you save, you could focus on what's more important is that defense. Like, that's the most important thing. Like, some people saying like, how we going? It's okay. How we going? We gonna make moves in the off season. I understand. We went out and we got the defensive lineman from the Jets. Excuse me, I forget his name. It was right on my head. I just got a blank on his name. I just had it. But if you know, just comment down and let me know. Like, but we got a good like he's really good, like as a defensive lineman, like so that's a good thing. But we still was kind of okay on alignment. Like, I understand though, we just lost Fletcher Cox, so that was a makeup. So that was a good move to make up for us losing him. And then now we don't know what's going to happen to Sweaty. What's going to happen to him? Like, we don't know what Josh Sweat is going to go. His contract is still open. It seemed like it's leaning more into that they're going to get rid of him and let him go and let him be free. And he's most likely it's not looking so much good for Sweat. And I'm a little upset because my last one I wanted us to keep it because I'm like, yo, we got to keep this pass rush, solidified and keep it, rotating and well. But I understand like certain moves, certain people gotta go. It's always like that. We always been like that. But yeah, his contract is open, like so we intentionally might lose Sweat. But I hope not. But if we do, we still got Brandon Graham for another year. We still got Jalen Carter. No, we still got well, like I said, Hassan Reddick, he's another one. His contract is open, so that's another piece. Like, we gotta keep somebody. Like either Sweat or Hassan Reddick. Like, we can't let both of them guys go. That's gonna hurt. Like, please. And out of those two, I would say Hassan Reddick because he's more explosive on that end. Like, I'm not saying Sweat Kendo is not explosive, but we see Hassan Reddick a little bit more active. Like, so I would say if we have to choose between, I would say Hassan Reddick. If anybody disagree with that, that's cool too. Just let me know. And your opinion, much does matter. Like, but like we got to keep these pieces going. Like, we got to keep somebody on this defense. And other than that, we definitely not got to get this secondary right. We need to get this secondary straight. So the money that we should be spending, our offense is good, but ain't nothing wrong with our offense. Like, I saw, I forget his name, the analyst was saying that, they feel like maybe they seem like they need to get Jalen Hurts help, and I'm like, oh, he got help. Like, what was wrong with DeAndre Swift? Like, we still got the wide receivers. The blockers is still good. I know we lost Jason Kelsey, but we still got good enough blockers. Like, the offense is good. It's straight. Like, you could have saved more. You could have saved money, bro. Like, we could have saved that cap space. The offense is good. We did not need a touch. That was not our issue last season. The offense was good. The issue with the offense last season was just coaching. The plays was predictable. It was standard. It was dry. It was dull. It was all that above, and it was just messing up a lot of chemistry. It wasn't because the plays we have on our offense. It is because of the chemistry, the play calling, and all that. The defense was because of the players, and Lord, and somewhat the coaches too. But the players just inexperienced. Players was old, outdated, all that of the above. Like, so we should be focused. We should be focused all our money to get as many people we need on the defense. Defense giving away 27 million. We gave Saquon Barkley 27 million guaranteed, fully guaranteed. His deal is 37 million. 37 million. It said it could possibly be more than 37 million. It could possibly go up to 40 something million dollars. I think it said 46. Like, but at this moment, we gave him 27 million. $27 million. Like, yo, we could have gave DeAndre Swift way less, kept him, saved way more money, and we could have solidified this defense, the secondary. Now you gave up so much money that you can't really solidify the defense as you want. You probably got more cap space. I'm not saying we broke or whatever. We still got more cap space. We still got more money to give. We still got more opportunities to make more moves. And we still got the draft coming up. Like, I understand that, but you want to get the rotation going as much. You want to get as many people that we could get on this secondary as much, so we could have something to show for in the next season. Like, our offense is good. The offense, you got two coaches. You got the offense that's still good. Focus on the defense. That's all. If you watch my live streams and podcasts since the last off season, and you've been watching it, supporting it from there and from now, you would know I always been talking about the defense. When the season started, I always been on the defense. I was worried, and I knew that it could go the way it went this year. And and it went that way. Like, and I'm once again, I'm speaking. Focus on the defense. Now, we can't crowd with spilled milk. I can't crowd with spilled milk. We can't go back in the past change. Saquon Barkley is on the team, so we got to make the best of it. But now, please make all your moves on this defense. That is your issue. The defense. We need to get this rotation on the defense just in case we put people in and they don't look as well. And right now we could rotate them out, and then we could try somebody else that potentially will do better. Like, let's get enough pieces on this secondary. Like, that secondary was horrific. It was trash. It was horrible last season. So why not? You have to focus on it. You got to clean that up. You got to do what you got to do. Like, please focus. All right, we got Saquon. You made your decision. Cool. I'm not mad. I'm not jolly of it either. But it happens. It is what it is. They made a choice. we got another good running back. Cool. No, Saquon, and he's a better. I understand he is better, but like we gotta focus now, man. We gotta 100% focus on this defense, please. I do not want to hear no more offense. Like even with the wide receivers, you don't know what's going to happen to Quez Watkins, but we still got. I feel like no. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oz, Olamide Zaccheaus, he did pretty well last season. He didn't get that much touches, that many opportunity and reps, like that we would wanted to see. Why? Because he wasn't the main target. But when we asked him, when his name was called, he did way more better, to be honest, than Quez Watkins and Julio Jones. Now, Julio Jones had some key plays. He had a key touchdown. Not Julio Jones did pretty good too. But I feel like that wide receiver three position is already solidified with Olamide Zaccheaus. I feel like we should give him another chance. He looked like he's did good. He's fast like Quez Watkins. I don't know if he's faster, but he's pretty fast than like Quez Watkins. He's open. That drive when he went up for that ball when Hurts threw it when we played the what team we played when he did that? I believe that was the Bills. And when he went up for that ball, like, yo, that was a good catch. Like, so yo, give him another chance. Like, you don't have to spend that much money like on him. Give him another chance. But we have pieces. Now, if you want to give a little bit more of maybe a blocker, because our blockers did not look as well like they looked when we went to the Super Bowl season. When we went 22-23. Our blockers was phenomenal that season. This last season, they wasn't bad, but they was not all that well either. Like, especially going towards the last 6 games that we played. The blockers just looked like they was like tired. And I know we played a little bit more games, quicker than other teams, some teams, and that probably tired us out. But like even a little bit before that, our blockers didn't look very well. Like especially when we played the Jets, our blockers was the Jets defense was all over Jalen Hurts. Like the blockers looked like they had a very hard time. Like so yeah, I would say if you want to go do any move on the offense, I would say this would be the only move. The only move, especially because Jason Kelsey left. The only move I will support and I will be okay with is getting a good blocker. A good blocker. Somebody that could block, like, for Jalen Hurts in our running game. Like, go out. That's the only thing if you want to go out. Like, other than that, we should not be touching our offense at all. Our main focus, defense, all the way. Secondary, corners, safeties, linebackers, especially linebackers. Like, oh my God, we struggle with linebackers like almost every season. Kazir White, like I said, Kazir White and Edwards, they wasn't as bad, but they wasn't all that well in coverage. But at least they had tackling. So for years, they had good tackling. They was pretty good in that. But like overall, like man, like yo, we need some linebackers, man. We definitely need to find that solidified linebacker that's just going to protect that middle, because the middle, yo, out of any part of the field of last season, oh my God, that middle was just like, it was just cakewalk. It was just open. It was just like they were splitting the sea, like Moses splitting the sea right down the middle, just opening up. Like you ever saw the movie Bruce Almighty when he made the traffic go like this? That's exactly look like the middle. Just our defense just run away from the middle and then let the wide receiver just get open there. Like yo, what is you doing? What's happening? What's the plays? What's going on? What is the linebackers doing? Like, so, yo, please, somebody that could help out in that middle, lock down that middle to force the outside for these corners to do their job, and the safeties to protect the deep ball. And sometimes I understand they come up and give a little bit of help, but like mostly don't let nothing get past. And like, I still believe in Reed Blankenship. I still believe. I know some people probably don't believe. They feel like he's trash, but I feel like he got a lot of good potential. It's just that he needs to be a little bit more developed with defensive IQ. He needs to be more experience. Like, and that's all coaching. Coaches need to know how to develop these players that have potential instead of giving them up. Give them a chance to get developed. Like, if you're a coach and you're not develop players, that what is your job? What is you doing? Like, we don't know how to develop players. We always just giving up players, giving them up, giving up clean houses, giving up. And then every year we look like rookies. Every year it's up and down, up and down, up and down. That's how we look. Why? Because we always clean house. We never develop players. Like, we don't know how to. Like, and that's the issue. We don't get coaches that know how to develop and make players better. Like, we could talk all we want about Bill Belichick. And like, yes, he ain't doing well, but we all know he was very good at developing players that comes in and don't have the potential, and all of a sudden they got the potential. Like, it's other coaches like that. Andy Reid, like it's a lot of coaches that know how to develop inexperienced players. Can we get that coach to do the same thing? Like, some of these players is not bad players at all. They just lack developing an IQ and experience. If you get good leaders and good coaches that can lead them to understand a good defensive IQ and development, we could keep young, hungry players, because that's what we need. Young and hungry players that's athletic, that know how to move their feet, that know how to get down and up the field real quick, that's put their whole energy in the game. Like, they not scared that they go up for tackle, they blood, sweat, and tears on that field. Like, but we need to know how to develop. And I feel like we bring the ship. He got the potential. I feel like he deserves another year. He just needed to develop. Like, a lot of stuff that he's did that was like, boneheadedness. It was because inexperience and IQ. Like, his eyes at the wrong position, place that they don't need to be. Like, it was times that he looking at the quarterback when he needs to be worrying about the defender. Like, yo, why is you worrying about the quarterback? We have somebody chasing them down. Like, worry about your wide receiver, because now you're not worrying about your wide receiver, and you looking at the quarterback. Your wide receiver get open. Now the quarterback rolling out and he's dumping it off, because now the wide receiver get behind you because you worrying about the quarterback. Like, why you need to wear it? We got good pass rush. That's what they job. To pressure the quarterback, get him out that pocket, and chase him down. If he's getting chased down, all you need to do is stick on your man. Your eyes shouldn't be on the quarterback. Stick on your man to make him either force a pass or run out of bounds. Like, or maybe pick up a few yards, probably 2 or 3 yards, but not a touchdown. Like, he did that a lot of times. He jumped routes that he didn't need to do. Like, all this stuff is just inexperience. No, don't mean that they are bad players to get rid of and let go. They just need to develop in a defensive IQ of making right decisions and being on their feet. Now, some players is noble for them. Like, they should already have it. They just not showing. And we already know who that is. Bradbury. James Bradbury. Nah, it's time. Like, I understand he on a contract, and we need to. He on a contract, so we will lose money of just letting him go walk. But if that's the case, man, he need to play that back burner. Like, we need to warm up that bench. Like, that's exactly what he need, because it's no excuse the way he played last season. He was the number one main reason why our defense looked at the way he looked. And personally, I wish him the best. Like I always say on my other video, I don't like to wish bad on nobody. Everybody need to eat. Everybody got a family. I hope he find another team or another whatever. I wish him well. Like, but dog, it's not working out for you in the Eagles. Something's not clicking. You had your chances. Now give somebody else their chance. You didn't do well for us. Like, and like I said, I'm not gonna get too much in it because I don't want to keep repeating myself. Like I said, it's not nothing new. I always saw how he was gonna turn out even last year. Like, this not nothing surprised him. When the way he played last season is not surprised, because I saw this the 22 to 23 season when we went to the Super Bowl. I saw all this. Like, and if you want to know what my opinion, just watch the last video. I explained that all my other videos. I don't want to repeat myself for people that's tuning in again. I want to sound like a broken record. But like, yeah, like, yo, he need to play that. He need to play that back seat. Like, he had his chance though. But yo, man, we got some players that I feel like Sidney Brown, he should get another chance. He had to play. I mean, he got some little hiccups and stuff. I know I believe we gave up Avante Maddox. I'm not surprised at that. He just wasn't staying healthy, and when he got on that field, he didn't really show nothing from being out. Like, so I understand the change on that one. But yo, yeah, like it's a few players that deserve to stay to just to get the chemistry and the development and the defensive IQ skills. Like, but man, like Howie, going on to my subject I'm talking about. Can we trust Howie? Can we trust Howie Roseman in this of choosing Saquon Barkley and spending money instead of going keeping DeAndre Swift and focusing on this defense? Can we trust this move that he going out? Because we already know we see people saying, Saquon Barkley is built like glass, and he be unhealthy, and he and that's kind of true. But like the other analysts was saying, like Christian McCaffrey was dealing with uh, being unhealthy, but now you see what he's doing with the 49ers. So that really don't mean that. Maybe he'll be like that with us, like yeah, especially like getting hit behind the line of scrimmage so many times. You most likely probably ain't gonna be healthy, like being on the Giants. So they was probably putting him in harm's way for him to not to be healthy. So maybe being on the Eagles with the line that we have and how we open up a lot of stuff, he probably be able to protect himself a little bit more, and he won't get injured that much. So we'll see, man. I'm gonna kind of still trust Howie because Howie makes more good moves than bad. He had some hiccups, like the two major hiccups he had. We already know with the Jalen Red, excuse me, that's trash, trash boy wide receiver. I can never forget his game because I try to get him out of my mind. You know what I'm talking about, Jalen Rams. I try to say his name, like, but no, Rager, Jalen Rager, that's his name. Sorry. We already know what he with that decision, him picking him over Justin Jefferson. That was the one bad, and then him letting go C.J. Garner Johnson and keeping Bradbury. I feel like that was the wrong decision. And some people don't see that much. I don't know. That's just my opinion. That was the wrong decision. Like once again, if you want to understand the reason why, I feel like that's a bad decision. Just go ahead and watch the other view the other video. Like I said, I don't want to sound like bro because I talk about this a lot, like because this is something I'm strongly about. So but I don't want to continue to sound like a broken record. So just go back, watch the other videos of the live stream, and you'll see why that I feel the way about that. But yo, like he had some hiccups. A lot of decisions that he made was questionable, but overall, he had way more. Howie Roseman got way more good moves than he had bad. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna trust him on this. No, I'm gonna trust, even though I'm not really all hype about it as much because I feel like we need to focus on the defense. But maybe he make a move for a good reason. Maybe he's seeing some. We gonna see. Saquon Barkley is a good running back, so it's not like it's gonna hurt us. I just hope it don't hurt the cap space for our defense. That's the only thing. So hopefully don't. Hopefully don't hurt the cap space. Hopefully we get enough of pieces that we could get this rotation like because if you watch my other live stream, you also know that I'm very big on rotation, like because I feel like rotation is the next man up is very, 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 very important. Like same players cannot play all 4 quarters. Like sometimes other players gotta come in. Sometimes injuries happens. So we need a good rotation on this defense, especially on the secondary. So hopefully our roster will be solidified with some good rotational backups and starters that we could keep these guys healthy, keep these guys you know hungry and prepared to be on that field. Like so yo, we definitely now like I said, if we want to go out and make a move on offense, I understand an extra blocker to make sure to get this blocking back to where we need to be for the running game to be solidified. So Jalen Hurts can stay healthy and don't get hit so many times. and so we could just control the game more better and everything will open up well. So I will understand another good blocker, but um, other than that, man, please just focus on this defense, man. Our offense is good. Our defense is too bad to not make that the 100% focus. Like our defense is too bad, man. It's I all my years of being an Eagles fan, and I've been an Eagles fan since uh I would say since the Andy Reid and McNabb era. That's when I started becoming an Eagles fan. Maybe '05. No, I'm sorry. I've been an Eagles fan since I was a kid, but I didn't understand and start watching the team and understanding the players and actually understanding the game and looking at the plays and the looking at the games and everything. I didn't start really focusing on the Eagles until the mid era of I think 2005 and so I I've been an Eagles since I was a kid. You know, I'm a '90s baby, so I've been since I was a kid. Like I told a story about how I came a Eagles fan and everything, and it's kind of interesting. For everybody to know, I'm not too prideful to say because I ain't know no better. Like I was a Giants fan at first. I'm gonna say this, but I was a kid, like 8, 7, 8 years old, and I used to play this game called Game Day with my brother, and like we used to play this game, and he used to beat me all the time. Like I used to pick the Giants because it just felt I didn't understand it. I'm just playing a video game. It just the word Giants felt like strong Giants, so I used to pick the Giants. Well, I'm not saying I won't say that made me a fan because I ain't know no better. I'm just playing the game, so I won't say I was a Giants fan, but I used to pick them a lot playing the game. Like, and I didn't understand it well. And he used to beat me all the time with the Giants. And then until I got fed up. And I'm like, I don't like this team no more. So we start searching for a different team and everything. And he said, pick this team. Yeah, and it was the Eagles. And I picked that team. And for some reason, ever since then, I just been an Eagles fan. And I just like the word, I just like that the Eagles because it was the eagle and then the green and all that, and I just stick to it. But later down the line, my brother told me he was like, "Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I told you to pick that team because at that time they was the trashiest team ever." I laughed. I was like, "Oh, now when I look back, he was right. Back in those days, we 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 had some years that we was not all that well. Like we had some very hiccup type of times, like on in the Eagles history. So at that moment, at that time, yeah, they was not good at all. So he told me to pick the Eagles at that time because they was trash. So he was trying to have an easy time to beat me. But it's an interesting story. That's how I came. That's the reason how I came an Eagles fan. And ever since then, I was as a kid, I've been an Eagles fan, but I didn't focus on. I didn't understand it. Like I didn't watch the game. I ain't whatever. I didn't start watching it until '05, and that's why I start understanding. And that's when we had a dream team. Like every position, the Eagles had every key position. We had a key play on. That's what made me draw more to the Eagles. Like at the time, like if you could name, like almost every position was a key player. It was a player. Quarterback, McNabb. Running back, Brian Westbrook. Blocker. I think his name was T. Thomas on a blocker. Wide receiver, 12 Owens. Then Todd Piskin was pretty good. Then we on the defense side, you already know Brian Dawkins on pass rushing on the defensive line. We had Javon Curse. We had on the cornerback, we had Lito Shepard. Yeah, I could go on and on. I forget we had somebody who was key in linebacker. I'm not really sure. I forget his name, but like I said, for many years the linebacker position been a hiccup. But I forget his name. He was pretty good, but he didn't stick up. So I would say the linebacker was no. If you know, you will let me know. But almost every position we had a key player. That's why I'm so surprised that we did not win a Super Bowl with that team. Like we had so many Pro Bowlers. Like we not win a Super Bowl, and it was only because of personal reason. these players off the field, on the field, just had personal issues, and they just couldn't have a chemistry that Andy Reid needed. Like when we got rid of Andy Reid, I always felt like I was upset with that. Like, I was wondering, like, it wasn't his fault. Like, we always was a playoff team. I understand we couldn't get there, but it wasn't his fault. It was the players' personal inconsistency. Like, they had talent and they just couldn't be consistent to win it all. Like, just I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to keep going on this subject because it's a little bit off. I just wanted to, show you my history of the Eagles. But like, just one situation that show you the reason why I never blame Andy Reid because of this situation. You get to the Super Bowl, be playing the Patriots. You go into a Super Bowl hangover. Come on, McNabb. You hung over. You throwing up inside the huddle. Like, bro, hung over on a most important game. Like, yo, what is wrong with you? Like, this was the type of situation that was just going on with these players, and the type of decision and inconsistency. Like, they was not 100% focused. I won't say all the players was, but when you're not having when you're becoming an issue at some point, a problem, it just make things more harder for your team. And it was just a lot of inconsistency, like, and it's just so like all these key pro bowlers on this team, and none of them couldn't be consistent enough to make it. And it was not any fault. Like, these players just they had their issues. Like, they just had their issues. But yeah, man, like that was my history of being the Eagles. So what I was saying was, to get back on topic, I just want to throw that out there, is for all my history of being an Eagles fan, being an Eagles fan for all those years, I never, maybe y'all did. If you did, let me know. But for me, I never in my life saw a defense so horrific, trash, horrible, garbage, all those type of names that's bad you can name. I never saw that. Like, this was the worst defense that I saw in my whole life. I was so, me watching this defense made me feel like, yo, I was blown away. Like, I'm like, yo, our defense really playing like this? Really? We looked at like, our defense really looked like we just went out into the hood and pick up some people that was playing street ball. And I'm like, yo, listen, y'all want to go play for the Eagles? They're like, yeah. All right, cool. Like, we grabbed them, boom, and put them in there, put them on the field. Like, that's exactly how our defense just looked like. Like, we just went and pick up some guys that's out playing street ball with cars coming. When you playing football in the streets, everybody that's, for my people that's in the hood now. If you're not from the hood, you don't know nothing from that. You ain't from that type of environment or whatever. Then cool. You don't know if you ever did street ball, whatever. For my people that understand that, like, when cars come in, you gotta wait. You gotta wait till a car pass, and then you playing ball, and the touchdown is to a car that's got a color. Oh, yo, man, touchdown is by that blue car, and the other touchdown is by the black car. Like, like that's the street ball that I grew up. We used to do to go out and play ball. Like, if you watch NFL Streets, somewhat like that. If you play the game NFL Streets, like, it's somewhat like that. But yo, it looked like they just went into the hood and then grabbed some people off that and like, yo, let's play for the Eagles. Like, that's exactly how our defense looked. Like, oh my God, like I couldn't believe it. I'm like, yo, like, what is going on? Like, so yo, for that reason, that's why I'm so strong on this defense, because I'm so disappointed. I'm so blown away. I'm just, yo, I don't like it. I really don't like it. I'm upset. I'm not we don't have no leadership. After Malcolm Jenkins left, after he left the team, our leadership on that defense went out the way. There's nobody in there that got leadership. Don't give me Slade, do not have leadership. Slade struggling as much Bradbury struggling, but let me correct that. He's not struggling as much because he's better than, because especially his stats speaks for itself. His stats is better than Bradbury, but he has some plays that you be like, yo, Slade, you getting your butt torched, like, you getting your ankles broken. These wide receivers is hurting you, like, so he have a lot of play that's like that, and I know I just hope that he could build some well enough leadership so he could get this defense with the IQ, like, to rally them up. After Michael Jenkins left, we need somebody like that. Only two for the last decades, only two people on the defense that was really leaders is first Brian Dawkins, then second Michael Jenkins. Those the only two from my history of being an Eagles fan. Those the only two defensive leaderships that we had. And we need to find another person like that. We definitely need to, because somebody need to lead these unexperienced and help develop these players so we could go back being going back being a good defense. And I understand coaching does matter. Our coaches gotta step up and they gotta help out too. But the defense, man, the players, they gotta step up too. And whoever that's going to be the leader of the defense, if Slade still is the leader, I'm pretty sure that's what Nick Sirianni is looking for. Is Slade, my man, you gotta do more as a leader. You gotta get that Brian Dawkins and that Michael Jenkins type of chemistry on that team. You got to, man, because that's what we need. Now, I'm not saying that he's not in there. He's not in there talk to these guys because I don't know. I'm not in the locker room. I don't see that. I'm not saying, but if he's doing it enough, we would say it because we saw Brian Dawkins, we saw Michael Jenkins, but I'm not seeing enough from Slay. Man, we'll see, man. I'm hoping. So that being said, y'all, I want to keep it long because, like I said, I got to get ready to get myself settled and situated. I got to grind somewhere elsewhere because while I'm grinding here, I got to grind somewhere elsewhere because, this doesn't pay the bills yet. I'm hopefully, whenever if you're helping it get to the point it pays the bills, I'll be on this hours and every day and all the time, but I gotta grind. I gotta grind some elsewhere. I gotta be to work. Still got a job. Still all that. But I definitely gonna come back with another video ASAP to speak more. I wanna somebody wanna do a collab and speak more about this Saquon Barkley situation. I wanted to get more in depth into it because I wanted to compare the situation dealing with DeAndre Swift and Barkley. I say Barkley, excuse me, Barkley and Saquon Barkley, and I want to get more in depth to it with other stuff that I'm gonna speak about. So, yo, definitely stay tuned. I definitely appreciate all the viewers, everybody that's tuned in. It's much appreciated. So continue. We're gonna come back, and like I said, man, join the YouTube channel. Definitely join. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. We're gonna have much more hitting, much more coming. So please stay tuned and definitely if like I said, if you want to join in, if you want to know, you want to collab, if you want to be on the live, you want to tell me how you feel, if you want to vent, you got something you want to say and ain't nobody else hearing, well, definitely you could talk, you could come up here, you could speak whatever you want to speak, you get anything you want to say and all that. Just if you can't reach me here, you can always reach me on Twitter. Definitely just follow me there. Like I said before, my Twitter is kind of a little new. I don't have as much of a follower. It's just only for communication purposes until more hit. But yeah, that's what you could text me on at. If you want to work, if you want me to support you and join your live stream and come up, all that good stuff. You want to work, you want to collab, definitely do not hesitate to hit me up. Do not hesitate to follow all that, man. So yeah, man, I'm gonna be back. Definitely, I'm gonna be back with another video, and we're gonna have more, definitely more talk. I'm hearing more moves about to be making dealing with Howie Roseman. So I'm gonna be updating, looking for more. If like I said, if you want to follow me on Twitter, if you get some more updates, definitely send it to my Twitter, and I will definitely speak on it and talk on it about it if you got some updates and anything. So please definitely let me know. But man, that's been said and done. I'm not gonna hold y'all up too long. Like I said, man, follow the YouTube channel, follow my on Twitter, and man, stay tuned. That's what it is, man. Definitely. So I appreciate all the viewers and everybody that been liking, following, subscribing already. For all my new viewers and all the ones that's going to like and follow after I finish this video. Thank you, and I appreciate it, man. This your boy Hype Fan Jers. Thanks for tuning in to Hype Fan Eagles Bird Game. I'm out.